Hi Rebels, are you a YouTuber or a content creator like me and you're not sure what type of camera to use? Well, today I'm going to discuss 4 different cameras and their qualities as well as their pros and cons and how they can help you make your decision. Usually the most common question I get is what kind of camera should I use for my content channel or my YouTube channel? And today I'm going to get into it. So for further ado, let's get into it, y'all. Alright guys, so the first camera that I'm going to test out is going to be my nice Nikon. Very nice. It's very versatile. You can, different attachments, all that good stuff. So that's the Nikon. We're going to try that. We're going to test that one out and go through some pros and cons. Then we got the Akaso EK7000, which is similar to the GoPro, but a cheaper version. Is 4K. Pretty nice. I use it for snowboarding. It has a lot of attachments as well. And then, of course, the most common, your mobile phone or iPhone or Android. But for my case, it's iPhone. My iPhone 16 Pro, I use that for pretty much everything. And then the beast, I call him or her, is the Panasonic 4K. That's my heavy duty baby right there. So, these are the 4 different ones I'm going to go through. And then from there, you guys can make your own decisions, or if you got some questions, let me know. Alright guys, so first up, we got the Panasonic AG UX180 4K. This is the beast. This right here, this is professional. First off, I'm going to tell you, I don't use this as much, but I do use it here and there. And it's just, this is a beast. That's all I can say. So first off with the pros, guys. First off, you can see already, it's a 4K. Quality movie, movie quality, guys. This is movie quality, top of the line, the best that you can get. All right, and the price tag is pretty high. All right, and then obviously it is a professional. So if you're one of those people that are into short movies, short film, docu-series, and all that good stuff, then obviously you may want to gear yourself towards more of something professional like that, where you may have projects that you're getting paid for from other clients, and so forth. and the next, it's also for big projects, So that's another one. And some of the cons I would say are, it's very heavy and it's not easy to transport, And then also too, you also have to make sure you can also transfer these heavy, or I would say very high size files. So you want to, that's one of the things. So dealing with this, you're gonna get very high size files that you have to transfer to a computer. You can't just easily transfer it to YouTube like in a click of a button, as if you would with a phone or so forth. Then we have our next test, which is the Akaso EK7000, which is similar to the GoPro. It's a 4K, which is one of the pros. It's good for like sports, outdoors. It's good for action. It's also good for like versatility. It's very versatile, and most famously, it's also waterproof. So you can use it for underwater action. If you're surfing, fishing, XYZ. You have a lot of attachments and such and so forth, which is another pro. We all know, the famous attachments for the GoPro, similar with the EK. You get the chest, you could use it on the helmet, all the crazy action live stuff. And then the cons, I would say, you get no zoom because it's a fixed lens. And then, most of the resolution and the voice is not, I would say in my experience and my opinion, is not the best. And then another con is it only gives you the wide angle. So if you wanted to zoom in or zoom out, you don't have that option. So that's the cons and pros on the 4K EK 7000. Next up, we have the Nikon D750, guys, which is a professional photography camera, but you also have some good cons with it, where you actually can, you get multiple lenses. You can attach different lenses. You can, use it for YouTube. You can use it for, it's pretty medium heavyweight, so you can kind of transfer a little bit easier. And then you get, medium action on it. So if you want to shoot action, you can. If you want to do portraits, you can. If you want to record video, you can, because it has that option. So it's pretty versatile in that sense. Only downfall I would say, or cons, would be, it's a little heavy and bulky. It's not easy to transport your files, because you have to transfer everything to your computer afterwards, and then edit it and all that good stuff. Maybe even downsize the file sizes, and you're gonna get some depending on how you shoot. If you're doing a TIFF or RAW or whatnot or JPEG, the sizes could tend to be very large. It's just similar to the Panasonic video camera. But other than that, I love my Nikon, and off to the next, y'all. Alright, guys, so last but not least is the infamous mobile phone, iPhone, Android. And I would say, as far as the iPhone, the pros, and you can be the judge of that through the images and so forth, and not the images, but the actual videos that you see here. The pros I would say is the mobile phone obviously is very convenient. It has, decent quality. It's good for streaming, because you can stream directly from your mobile phone directly to Facebook or YouTube or whatnot, whatever platform you're on. And then it's lightweight, you could always keep in your pocket. It's light, easy to move around with. It's inexpensive, because you don't need to get so much stuff for it. And you get the fast upload. You can upload your documents, your videos or your images like instantly. As soon as you take it, you can just share it directly to YouTube or what other platform that you're on. And for cons, I would say not much, other than accessories and the options for the accessories, or to get rigs. And the battery life, obviously, because we all know, when you're on video, it's gonna take a lot of battery life when you're recording, especially if you're recording something long term. You're definitely gonna need either plugged in, or you won't be able to just be on the spot unless you have some sort of battery backup or whatnot. And it doesn't give you the highest quality as far as voice and resolution. So those are the most common, but mostly just, as far as the con, I'm going to find too many cons for the iPhone. All right, Rebels. Well, for my channel, I tend to use all 4 options depending on what type of production I'm doing for my YouTube videos, or, it all depends. But, if you're doing shorts, you may want to use your iPhone, because it's easy to do, it's easy, low production, easy to access, transport. And then, if you're really getting into docu-series and really want to get into more high quality videography and so forth, and you want to show off your skills and so forth, as well, and as well as your documentaries, then I would recommend going somewhere between the Nikon camera and the Panasonic. But that's just my opinion, guys. So you guys let me know what you think is best for you. And don't forget to subscribe, share, comment, and I'll see you guys on the next one, guys. Don't forget, be rebels. Peace.